Hi everyone, hope you all had a good Christmas, New Year, Chinese New Year and Valentine's Day. Despite the new lockdown restrictions, I know we're all feeling the pinch of it, including my mum who hasn't seen me since about Christmas time. Some people are losing their mind that Glastonbury is cancelled again, but unfortunately it has been done in these times. I was hoping to have a trip, to Comic-Con in Edinburgh, but I'm thinking of that'll be cancelled as well. I think it'll be more online. Though I do see that prices have really gone up, especially if you want to talk to celebrities and actors and designers and comic drawers. It's just way too expensive for me now, because it just used to be the price of the ticket plus a little bit extra, and now it's like, so you want to talk to Tim Curry for 2 minutes? That's 150 quid, and I'm like, no, that's going to be 2 minutes of me just being nervous and not saying a thing. So as you all know, I am Billy No Mates, and this is hashtag Let's Get Awkward. A lot has happened in the recent months since Trump has left the White House the only way he could, creating riots with the storm of the Capitol. Elliot Page came out as trans non-binary, and Caitlyn Jenner is upset that people are more supporting of them when, than when she came out in 2015. I'm not sure it had anything to do with the fact that she believed that traditional marriage she believed in traditional marriage to a lesbian host, or she rallied support for Trump, who rolled back a lot of LGBT plus protections, or some did actually feel her wealth was an issue as she could transition better and quicker than others. She had the money to get it done privately, and a lot of trans people do struggle going private. I've got to go through the NHS, which is a longer process. And I've got to go by guidelines of the BMI, whereas if I went private, then they could slide it a little. Netflix did the right thing though when they changed the name on everything Elliot has been in. So if you go on Juno or X-Men, it'll say now Elliot Page. And they've confirmed that they will be returning to Umbrella Academy Season 3. I cannot wait for that to happen. If you have seen the ending of Season 2, you will know why. Then we have Eddie Izzard, who is gender fluid and came out with her pronouns she and her. And the LGBT Alliance lost their shit. They asked her to have a Zoom call as people have been offended and let down. Eddie is a universal, not a national or a global, a universal treasure who doesn't owe anyone an explanation for living their true self. Labour MP Charlotte Nicholas put it best: if you're offended by other people's choices of pronouns, given everything that's going on, I might suggest getting some perspective. It still boggles the mind how we can call a ship, a car, a knife, or a gun she, but then get confrontational when a person goes, my pronouns are this. RuPaul's Drag Race has a trans man contestant, Got Mick, I'm not sure I'm going to pronounce it, though I feel this should have been done much more earlier in the season thing, as this season feels like it should have waited till the pandemic ended, as it does not feel as impressive as the other 12 seasons, though I do feel it is declining slightly I think they're actually running out of ideas on that show. Biden is now in the White House and rolling back on Trump's war on the LGBT plus by putting in protections back, overturning the trans military ban, which led to hashtag Biden erased women on Twitter. But last time I checked, women are still out there. Really, they are. I saw one shopping the other day, and another one dropped my takeout outside my door. So women are still there, people. It feels now the US and the UK are losing their minds over change. They are starting to allow the LGBT into society without much care compared to how they have been treating the T. There is the argument that how trans women should not compete in sports with cis women due to unfair advantages. To which I say, Caitlyn Jenner. When she came out, people were demanding her males to be taken away, as it meant a woman had taken part in an all-male race. You know what I heard? A group of grown-ass men crying about how they lost to a woman. Another example was Oscar Pistorius. Yes, before you start, I am well aware of his crime. Point is, before all that happened, he fought to race with able-bodied men and proved he could, with studies showing his blades would not give him a great advantage. Ironically, they sent him to prison. He cried he was too disabled to go. However, I'm not a scientist. I don't pretend to be one, so we'll have a look at this more another time, as it will take a lot of research to see the arguments for and against. Though, if, as I see trans women are women and trans men are men, are they really scared of a little bit of competition? We'll have to look into that. Speaking of sport, congratulations to Gabby Tuft, who has come out. You look amazing, and I wish you all the love and support. Ignore the haters, they're just jealous that you can bench more than they can. On the plus side of my gender transformation or transition, my diagnosis of gender dysphoria has been made official. So I have to take blood, which I have had them done. I'm just waiting back. And if all comes clear, then I can start testosterone, where my vocal cords will thicken. And going by what some have told me, I may sound like a British version of the acne guy from The Simpsons for a bit. What fun, I already sound a bit like him anyway. I've kind of thought for the 20th episode though I would have some fun. I've seen a lot of people have reaction videos and thought I would have one at this time. Because at the moment I don't really have a camcorder to record YouTube episodes, so at the moment it's my recordings and a background image. But when I get one, then it will change to recording voice for podcast and a video for YouTube. Fingers crossed I can get this done. I mean, my phone does have a good camera, front and back. I just need to get some money together for a tripod. If you do wish to see these images, then I will post them on my Facebook page, Let's Get Awkward, or you can see them on YouTube. Links will be in the description below. So let us start with, if I can get this up, pick number 1. If you can hear clicking, that's my mouse. So, pick number 1. Let's begin with this one because it struck me as odd. Being trans is not a choice, just like being cis isn't either. And the reply is, they're all just mental disorders then. So, I'm not really sure what they thought what this was going to prove, but I just think they've just stated that gender in general, male and female, is a mental disorder, which I kind of find funny. If that person is actually a cisgender and trying to say how transgender is just wrong. There's pick number 2. This is actually a famous tweet by Ben Shapiro, or Shapiro, I'm not sure it's meant to be pronounced, but they put, the thing with homosexuality and transgenderism is that it simply boils down to exerting control over your impulses. Like, say you have a hot sister. A hot sister. Yeah, time out. Gotta stop there. Who has ever said their sister is hot? I have called my sisters beautiful. And a man would be lucky to have them as their partner, because they are straight. But I've never went up to someone and goes, hey, have you seen my sis? She is hot. No. No. Let's carry on with it. So, like, say you have a hot sister. You fantasize about it. Maybe you steal her underwear a couple of times, but it goes no further than that. It goes no further than that. Okay, let's look up Ben Shapiro. That's my vape stick going crashing, but okay, Ben Shapiro, he does have a sister. I know I go around saying hashtag Let's Get Awkward, but even I draw the line. to tweeting about incest. I mean, dude, you need therapy, not a Twitter account. And I don't see the link with LGBT. Maybe if you said sexual restraint to empower the idea that women should not be taught how not to get raped, but instead teach them, teach men not to rape, then maybe it would have swung better till they get to the sister part. And then, yeah, I really can't portray that in a good light, no matter what angle I put it at. That's just, no. Pick 3. You are either a woman or a man. Women have reproductive organs, men don't. It's as simple as that. I'm going to repeat that one. You are either a woman or a man. Women have reproductive organs, men don't. It's as simple as that. Okay, we're going to need to break this down. You're either a woman or a man. Women, not women, women have reproductive organs, comma, men don't. Full stop. It's as simple as that, full stop. Get your grammar right. Secondly, I think this Kelly person doesn't know biology. Unless they're referring to an article that came out a few years ago saying that they had found early skeletons of women in Africa who were, let's see if I need to get this right, wording right, parthenogenesis, which is the ability to reproduce without second DNA. Like Godzilla from the 90s, they managed to give birth without a male. But I doubt that's where they were going. I think it was just a case of failing biology and not fully understanding reproduction. Men and women both need reproductive organs to procreate. I just don't see how they got that wrong. I mean, if only women have reproductive organs, then what's the man for? Is that just for the happiness at the end of the procreation activity? I'm not really sure. Next, we'll go to next pick, that's just mind-boggling me. Trans women are women. Pseudoscience is science. Fox leather is leather. One of these things just doesn't belong here. Yeah, comparing transgender to fake things is harmful since there is real science stating otherwise. People, though they can't really put that pseudoscience is science, because some of these people who back up transgender, who say transgender isn't real, they also say vaccinations aren't real. They call it pseudoscience. So yeah, don't compare them. And some people actually believe that pseudoscience is real science, despite the fact that it's called pseudo, but they believe that because it has science in it, then it must be science. And let's go on to pick 6. Well, there were meant to be more pictures, but I kind of deleted a few, so they're not in right order. I want my first daughter to be a girl. Then there's a picture from Star Wars Episode 1 saying, me 7 years ago, are you brain dead? And then there's a picture of Darth Maul going, me now, brilliant. Either this is another I can't wait for my sister to give birth so I can find out if I'm an uncle or an aunt thing, or she is hoping for a cisgender baby. Either way, it's funny when I was pregnant, I wanted a healthy baby. Gender never really came to mind. I was like, well, I want a baby, and I want the baby to be healthy as possible. So there you go. Pick 7 is kind of more confusing. The only way to tell which one is which is the bubble saying football and the other says shopping. Now, body-wise, they both look like women wearing a dress, but the one with the shopping has lips, while the football one does not. Does this mean only women have lips, as well as enjoying shopping? Also, which one do I use? Because I don't like football or shopping, so where do I go Is there one that says Japanese anime or gamers? Because I don't like shopping. We need to just stick to the usual symbols. Next pick is a kind of a funny one. This is from Heterosexuals Inspiring Pride. I can't find their Facebook page anymore. It seems to be disappeared. But it's a mother and daughter in a woman's bathroom, and there is a bald man with a moustache peeing, standing up and looking at them. The little girl is like, "Mummy, that's not a lady." And mother replies, "Shush, we aren't allowed to speak the truth anymore." Man using toilet says, "What's your problem, you little bigot? Haven't you seen a lady pee before?" Now, let's break this one down. This is going to be a good breakdown. Firstly, who designed this bathroom? Toilets are in cubicles, not just stuck in a corner. And I've never seen a urinal in a woman's bathroom, ever. And still, this is a pathetic attempt to scare people, because this bathroom sign is on the door on the inside, not the outside. And the bathroom design itself, the layout, is more of a disabled toilet. In that case, the door should have been locked, and the mummy should be getting her kid out of there to give the person some privacy. So, that's just... I have to give the Heterosexuals Inspiring Pride a 2 out of 10 for all this, as it shows the mother is a perv for going into a disabled toilet while someone else is in it. But that was weird, a bit of fun in some places. I don't know, I'm glad to find some more of these because it's just funny. I've joined a Reddit group where they actually make fun of transphobia. Well, cis people trying to come up with really good arguments why transgenders are mentally ill. So hopefully I should get the video recording sorted, and then we'll be able to build on that. But as I said, links to my YouTube channel and FB will be in the description below, and for YouTubers, link to my FB page will be below as well. If you do wish to support the podcast, you can go onto my PayPal account. The link is in my Podbean website. It'll also be in the description. The site is paypal.me/letsgetawkward, and I'd like to thank people who have so far donated and kept this channel going. Also, you can watch my game streams on Twitch, which is BillyNoMates1988. I usually stream on a Monday and a Friday, but I'm not sure about those days anymore, so it is up in the air on my streaming days, but I will be streaming tonight, which is Monday, at 9 PM UK time. We're continuing the story of Batman Arkham Knight, and then hopefully I'll be starting doing Resident Evil streams because of Resident Evil 8 The Village is coming out. If you want to know more about trans or non-binary, you can go to mermaidsuk.org.uk. We are not sponsored by them, but we do love a good mermaid. So that was our podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll get some more going in the coming weeks. So I will see you all later, and #LetsGetAwkward.